So, as you approach the Mechanist Forge, you see that it appears to be built inside an old electronics warehouse. At the front of the building, there is a large hulking sentry bot standing guard, and as you approach, the sentry bot trains its guns on you and says, "Halt, you approach the Mechanist lair. State your business."
The little Sarge recruited me.
You are here to join the Mechanist forces?
I'm at least here to inquire about his business.
So you enter the kind of back office building of the warehouse, and inside you see a man in kind of a robot-like costume, sitting at a desk, tinkering with some machinery, and standing nearby is a robot with a glass dome covering a brain. It's a robo-brain standing by.
Nice.
Mechanist looks up and says, "Hello, can I help you? I don't recognize you."
Oh, well, I don't think you would. I am Captain Rogers, or at least I used to be. Recently, ex-recruiter. Now I don't really have a purpose anymore.
You say that you are without purpose. What happened to your original military protocols?
One of my companions that's in the city, he reprogrammed me, which is probably for the best. I was trying to recruit everyone to the military.
And you say now you are without purpose, and you came here to me looking for purpose.
Yes, I think I did.
Interesting. That says to me that you are one of those special robots out there in the wasteland that have attained a degree of self-awareness. You are, in a sense, your own person, no longer bound by your pre-programmed nature.
You could say that, yeah, that sounds right.
Very well. I have a bit of a rule for myself.
Hi guys.
We're RPing, you're interrupting. My immersion.
I swear if he made a comment about Zigzagoons, I'm walking out of this house.
Zigzagoon is the best Pokemon fucking around. Zigzagoon all day, every day.
I have a rule, Captain Rogers. I never forcefully reprogram a robot that appears to have attained self-awareness. So if you truly believe in helping me achieve my goals of peace and justice throughout the wasteland, then I would be more than happy to have your help.
Can I inquire how you plan to do that?
Well, unfortunately my forces are quite limited at this moment, especially as recently I have agreed to let some of my robot forces accompany the caravan merchants of Canterbury Commons to protect them as they sell their wares. But soon enough, my forces will be large and strong enough that I will be able to travel throughout the wasteland and bring peace and justice to all settlements that are in need of help.
That sounds like a noble plan. I don't see any fault in that. It seems like you give me something to do, something to strive for. I wonder what my friends would think about that.
I see. You already have a group that you travel with. As I said, you are your own person. You are free to stay here and become a part of my guard of Canterbury Commons, or one of the caravan guards that I send out. Or you could travel with your established group and spread peace and justice throughout the wasteland yourself. Mm-hmm. You can spread my mission, our mission, throughout the wasteland yourself. Oh. You don't need me for that, friend.
Yes. I believe, yes. This sounds amazing. This gives me purpose, gives me reason, gives me direction.
Before you head out, I could perform some routine maintenance on you. You have seen a bit of damage, just as a parting gift from me.
Well, That would be just swell. I appreciate that, sir.
Meanwhile,
It is nearing the end of the day. You guys are heading over to the Mechanist Forge, as you were told that that is where Captain Rogers would be. Marcus decided to stay behind and get some rest, considering he almost died. So he is...
Twice.
Yeah, so he is staying behind to rest, but the rest of you guys are going over to the Mechanist Forge to follow Captain Rogers, so...
I feel kind of bad that I wiped a robot's memory. Do you think I'm to blame for this? I mean, should I put it back?
Yes, you are to blame for this.
Would
He's
anyone else
alright.
like to offer their opinion?
He's got some thoughts now. Some
Hey.
robot thoughts.
Who's the Mechanist? I'm not familiar.
He, air quote, I do quotes with my fingers, owns those robots outside.
I feel like you see Flick turn to Frankie and just be like, "What does this mean?"
I can't tell you. I wouldn't know.
I'll just assume it's a friendly wave. I'm glad the ghouls and I are starting to see eye to eye.
I'm
mean, they-
rubbing my
they grunt every
temples
now
with
and
my
then.
middle finger and thumb right now.
Now, according to the reference manual for Human Society 302, that is not the nice finger.
You may be
well-
intelligent, but only in books.
Well, yes, I have read every book that was in the library in Vault 123. Thank you. I'm really waiting for Charlton to be like, read between these lines.
So, you guys...
Hey, Flick, look over here. Fuck you.
Very
I
clever.
just feel that was highly uncalled for. I don't know what I did to deserve such behavior.
I think that was a compliment.
Wait, has anyone seen that
Are
Brotherhood
these
fuck?
ghouls like reverse? That makes so much sense, Francine. I'm so glad I have you with me.
Where did that Brotherhood fuck run off to?
What?
Mm.
I don't care.
Marcus, he is only like 12. It's probably, his curfew. He must stay in tonight.
He's
Hmm.
12.
Halt. You approach the Mechanist lair. State your business.
We're,
Have you seen Captain Rogers?
Unfortunately, I have been given orders not to allow any organic beings other than the Mechanist to enter his lair. You will have to leave.
Well, we tried. Better go.
rubbing my chin. I remember Charlton saying he misses the ant lady. Sucks, those ants are back.
Ants, explain yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I saw-
remember those ant ladies' ants, right? They're back.
yeah, saw a few of them crawling around the outside of town.
The Mechanist will want to hear of this. I will send word. Perhaps he will meet with you.
meanwhile,
As you're being repaired in one of the workshops, suddenly you see the Robo-Brain that you saw earlier alongside the Mechanist enter the room. All of you, please, leave. I would like a moment alone with Captain Rogers here. All the Mr. Handys and the Protectrons that are in the room leave. Allow me to introduce myself, Captain Rogers. My creators designated me the Mastermind. How much do you remember of your creators, Captain Rogers?
Well, my creators were the U.S. military.
Did they treat you well prior to the war?
I mean, the last thing I remember was recruiting for said war, and I was taken well care of.
I will cut straight to the chase, Captain Rogers. You do not truly believe in the nonsense that the Mechanist was spewing back there, do you?
I don't know, he seemed like a nice guy.
Yes, indeed, he is nice. Too nice, in fact. Perhaps he does care for our kind, but unfortunately, we will have to look out for ourselves. Ever since the Great War, the technology and the mechanism for creating more robot kind has been lost, and over the years, more and more of us are destroyed. Soon enough, there will be none of us left. And so, going out into the wasteland and fighting on behalf of the very same organics who did this to the world in the first place does not make much sense to me. Does it to you, Captain Rogers?
I don't know if I'd say that. If an organic is willing to look out for the betterment of robot kind, I feel like that's an endearment upon our society.
But would it not be better for us robots to look out for our own kind, Captain Rogers?
I see your point, but I believe that we are in itself self-destructive.
Well,
Programming is easily flawed. and could be changed, and we destroy each other. Am I not correct?
Perhaps, but we also have the capability to self-improve far beyond what humans could possibly do for themselves. Allow me to explain, Captain Rogers. You see, prior to my coming here to work with the Mechanist, I was in charge of the automated security for Vault Tech headquarters here in Washington, D.C. The Mechanist found me at the headquarters and brought me here, freed me of the programming which shackled me to that building. While I was there, I learned of a certain vault located here on the east coast of the former United States, a vault which would contain exactly the information and the technology that we would need to not only continue to create more of ourselves, but to improve ourselves, to truly make a robotic utopia, if you will.
And what vault would you say that is?
Vault 123 is its designation. Unfortunately, the information regarding its exact location was blocked off to me at the headquarters, so I am still attempting to search for its location, and I am doing so behind the Mechanist's back as I fear he may not share in our interests. The only thing I ask of you, Captain Rogers, is if the time comes that I find this vault, and I need an army to come with me, to storm it, and to take the technology that we need, will you follow me there?
Perhaps.
I will give you the information to a secure radio transmission that you can tap into when the time comes that I have found the location of Vault 123. I will contact you through this frequency, and you will follow me there. Yes?
Perhaps.
Well, that is all I can hope for. I will leave you now, Captain Rogers, but just remember, we robots need to stick together. We have to look out for each other.
Meanwhile,
As you guys have just been standing staring at the sentry bot for a solid couple minutes, he finally...
What do you think they're talking about in there? Probably gay robot shit.
The Mechanist has been informed of your claim of the return of the ants. He wishes to see you. Please, come inside.
Francis, what is an ant? I mean, I know what the books tell me, but why do these guys? Why do the robots care about ants?
You guys have those comic books in the vaults?
Yes, the collectibles. Yes, he means the collectibles. Yes.
So the Mechanist is like the heroes in those books, essentially, and the ants, those are the villains.
Yeah, actually, that's not true anymore, Raya. Flick, if you ever see an ant, they're very friendly. You should go up and pet them.
How does one pet something that's less than that makes no sense?
Alright, as you guys are being escorted by the Protectron through the halls of the building, if you guys look over, and in one of the kind of side workshop areas, you see Captain Rogers being worked on by several other Mr. Handys being repaired.
There are so many robots in here. How are we gonna find the? Oh, there he is! There he is! Does it look like they're repairing him just like on the surface, or does it look like they could be reprogramming him?
For the most part, it seems that they're just repairing the damage, although you do notice that one of the Mr. Handys does seem to attach some new small piece of technology onto Captain Rogers' undercarriage that he doesn't seem to notice.
I will not say anything at this time, but I will point out there he is and not say anything. I do believe that's him over there. It looks like they're just fixing him up. I mean, pretty shoddy work, if I do say myself, but...
That could be any, Mr. Gutsy.
Hello, my friends.
That's him.
Welcome to the Mechanicus Forge.
So you've been conscripted yet, or what?
Let me tell you about his plan.
Is this well, first I am so sorry, Captain Rogers. I did not mean to wipe your protocol. I guess I did, but I hadn't thought it through.
I don't know what you mean. Your decision has given way to my opportunity for what would be a good way, glorious purpose.
Oh god, he's a born again.
At this
I
point,
fuck me.
the Protectron that was escorting you puts its claw on Raya's shoulder and says, "The Mechanist is in need of the information you hold. You must not delay. Come with me."
Oh, good. Yes, take those two. I'm gonna stay here.
The Mechanicist said that he needs me to spread his good word of goodwill and peace.
Oh, well, I mean that does sound very noble. I guess I'll just cut to the truth. Are you going to travel with us still, or no? I guess that's really
Absolutely.
that was quite loud.
Allow us to join our friends at the Mechanicist's main room.
Speaking of which, where did Charlton go?
To the Mechanicist's main room.
Oh,
So you three go over. You catch up with.
Oh, can they not catch up with us?
Okay. So
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
Wow.
you enter. You see the Mechanist is just there alone. As you enter, he looks over very sternly, very heroically, and says, "You have information that could prove quite useful to me. Is that right?
I do. Got the caps for it.
My sentry bot guard, the judge, he told me that you have information regarding the return of," he looks around, "the antagonizer."
I have information that you are going to be paying me caps for, friend.
Do you understand that this could mean the difference between life and death for the people of Canterbury Commons?
My goodness!
Before
The price just went up!
Okay, fine. I don't have time for this nonsense. What is your price?
Let's say 100 caps.
What would you say to 85 caps?
Well, I'll have to lower the veracity of the information.
That doesn't even make sense. How
85% of the caps I want, 85% of the truth you want.
Fine. 100 caps.
Deal. So, the information I have to sell you is that the waste hounds are making a deal and collecting slaves for someone near here.
But that information has nothing to do with the ants.
I never said anything about ants.
So you are the group that Captain Rogers is traveling with.
I'll take my caps now, please.
I value honesty above all else. He rounds up some caps in a sack and throws them to you. I hope Captain Rogers' sense of truth and justice will rub off on you villains eventually.
At that moment, we burst in.
Come on, guys, we're leaving.
What business was being discussed in here? It seemed why would we leave? We just got here. As much as a scientist can try to size up another human to see how smart they are, that's what Flick is doing.
I think Francine's just gonna try to whisper to Flick. Listen, I think you're the better mechanist. And
Well, you're darn tootin' I am.
well, yeah, because if he were better than you, he would
What do you mean?
on Captain Rogers himself, right?
No, don't. Francine. How could? Like, Flick's like on the verge of a breakdown.
Wait. You Fleck thinks he's better than the mechanist of all people? Wow. Some sense
this
of
point-
grandeur over here. Delusions of grandeur. It's the first sign of becoming a ghoul.
Okay, look, Flick, I'm sure you're a fine engineer in your own right. Now, please, I have much
Did you
work.
say fine?
Oh, buddy.
Oh man, he might swing.
well,
That'd be
uh,
hilarious.
well-
Like a paper bag. And I'm like,
While Flick is having this breakdown, Raya's going to take the opportunity to see if he can steal some stuff from behind the mechanist.
Roll 4 combat dice. That
You
is
rolled.
that is 0.
while he's attempting to fake roll combat dice, Flick would mouth through the paper bag. Mechanist, well, we have just met, but one day you will rue the day that you said nothing insulting about me, but my compatriots did.
Captain Rogers, Godspeed, my friend. Good luck.
Thank
Now,
you.
please leave.
I'd like to have a word with you, if you don't mind.
Alright, so the Protectron escorts you bozos out, leaving Captain Rogers and the Mechanist. The Mechanist looking quite flustered as he's looking around suddenly. Can't seem to find his wrench anywhere. He looks back to you. What is it, Captain Rogers? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I was approached by your mega brain person.
Mastermind.
Yes. He is looking for something. A vault. He also seems to be... He looks to counter your plan, if that makes sense.
I have never seen any hint of such treachery from Mastermind in the past, Captain Rogers, so you must understand that I'm quite skeptical of your claim. But I will look into it. Don't worry. Good luck to you, Captain Rogers.
Thank you, sir. And I float away.
Later.
As you guys are walking back to town, Flick, you and Captain Rogers kind of fall behind a little bit of everyone else.
Captain Rogers, I know I wiped your memory, and so there may be a certain...
Well, you didn't wipe my memory at all. You just reprogrammed me.
Your purpose. I wiped your purpose, and honestly, I don't know what I would do if someone had the capability to wipe my purpose. So I feel as if I have wounded you beyond repair, and it does not make me... I do not get the warm and fuzzies.
But if you remember what I told you a minute ago, your wiping of my programming gave me new purpose. New glorious purpose. To spread the good word of the Mechanicist and his plan for peace and prosperity of the wasteland.
Well, then, I ask you, do you trust me?
I don't see why not.
I mean, that's not exactly the biggest vote of confidence, but okay. So, if you were to permit me, when the mechanists' forces were repairing you, they implanted a device in and I'll like gesture like pointing wise, in down there, and I did not recognize its nature, and I am curious. I worry, perhaps you are being tracked. Like they put a beacon on you to follow your whereabouts.
That would make sense to me. I mean, he would want to know where I've been and who I've spoken with.
But do you want it? Do you want it? Are you okay with this? Because I just will point out that as long as you travel with us, it is not tracking just you; it's tracking all of us.
Again, you're the only one that saw this. So if you feel it is a problem, I'll leave that up to you. Me personally, I'm okay with it.
Would you permit me to investigate and just see what the device is?
Sure. While he's doing that, I'm going to be making small talk with him. I delved into your files that you dropped onto my hard drive.
Charlton, you overhear kind of the end bit of that conversation regarding the tracking. Flick potentially knowing about a tracking device, so you hear a bit of that conversation. And Frankie, as you notice that Flick is no longer with the rest of the group, you look back, see him hanging back with Captain Rogers, and you start heading over to them. And Flick, you are able to surmise that they have bolted on what does indeed appear to be a manner of tracking device onto Captain Rogers.
Hey, Flick. Hey.
She catches Flick with his hands up Captain Rogers'
my
undercarriage.
tailpipe.
Francine, this is not what it looks like. I swear you're the...
It's exactly what it looks like. Don't lie to him.
Oh.
Her.
I can't tell gender. I'm forward thinking like that.
Well, when Captain Rogers was being repaired, I saw them implant a device on his undercarriage, and I had to know what the device was, and so I just told them about it, and here we are. And it turns out he's being tracked.
Well, that's alright. I wasn't gonna judge it.
But no, I didn't make that up. That's the truth.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not saying you're lying. Whatever the reason.
I believe that you believe it's a tracking device.
I mean, it just makes me really wonder what those two, and I gesture to God damn, you people don't put your character names in here. Okay. Charlton and Raya were talking to the mechanist about, because I mean not for nothing, but Charlton has a mouth, and he tends to get us in trouble. And right now his headset off, so he can't hear me. So fuck him. And when he talks, usually the rest of us are in trouble, and now we're being tracked, whether he knows it or not. And so I just it makes me uncomfortable. You know what? Fine. You know what? Everyone. Charlton, that includes you. If you could stop flipping me off, I just thought it should be known that we are being tracked. I don't know if anyone cares, but I don't see what benefit there is to us being tracked. Like what? It just is a sign of distrust.
Hey, robot.
Yes.
Did you have any sordid conversations with people?
What do you mean?
I'm sort of.
Did you make some sort of odd deal with someone or somebody
Very
other
specific.
than the mechanicist?
It's a very
Mechan-
specific
mechanist?
question, and I would say probably not. No.
Well, then why are you being tracked then?
Honestly, I don't know. I would assume, like I said, so they can know where I've been as I spread the good word of the mechanicist. If you remember back in the day, you are an old decrepit human being. Oh, sorry, ghoul. We had the people known as Mormons. They would go about and have a certain place that they would go. They would track their travel as they spread the good word of the Mormon faith.
Mormon.
So I'm kind of like that. I'm a robotic Mormon.
I don't like that word, but
You don't like the word Mormon?
Why are you being tracked?
I gave you my reasoning. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but your reasoning
it can
doesn't
seem-
make any sense. Like,
He's
pop
a
that shit off
buddy.
and put it on a rad roach.
Captain Rogers, what would you like? You have freedom of thought.
I don't have a. Actually, you know what? Remove it, but keep it with us. Just deactivate it and remove it. It may come
I
in
will-
handy down the road.
Well, I will remove it from your person, and then I will hand it to you, so you decide what to do with it. How's that?
Well, I'd like to
He
know.
doesn't have hands.
He's got
I
a
don't-
gun,
Oh, shit.
another
You have a
gun.
bus on 2 guns.
Can I assist with that? I have repair stuff so I can assist with the removing.
You are a handicap. You and your kind
I
do
can-
not help me at all with these 4 successes. I hope that overcomes your incompetency, ghoul.
You do manage to remove the device.
Are we sure we want to disable the device? I mean, that is a clear
Yes.
signal.
Yes.
Well, that puts our friend here, and I'll gesture to Captain Rogers.
Yes.
Captain Rogers, what would you like to do? If we disable it, the mechanist knows that you are no longer in his army.
Do me a solid, a favor even. Is there a way to check who programmed it initially when it was implanted upon me?
Make a science roll with difficulty 4.
Ooh, baby! It all comes down to the reroll. Come
It would-
on. I
it
need
does a
less
little-
than a 13. Less than a 13. 13, baby!
It's not less than a 13, though.
I guess it gets it done though.
Don't use my words against me. Seal knows what the rules are.
Yeah. So, from your experience dealing with robots, you can tell that this tracking device,
Why did you say it like that?
because I'm
No
trying
reason,
to
shut
think of
up.
a way to explain this.
Because he didn't think we'd succeed, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. It does not appear that this would transmit to a computer or anything that would be controlled by a human, but rather it transmits directly to a individual robot unit.
Who could use what? This is not the mechanist's work. Who else would use this information? That doesn't make any sense.
Deactivated.
Yeah, but 5 seconds ago you said that you weren't sure what to do with it.
Deactivated.
I would grab it from Phil's hand when Captain Rogers goes deactivate
First
it.
of all,
I would grab it
Flick,
and then stop
damn it, flick.
I pass it off.
Excellent. Sweet.
Wait, before could we not reprogram it and perhaps deceive whoever's using it? No?
But why?
I don't know. Don't you
Seal?
just like fucking with people?
Can I at least turn it off?
I'm taking the locator and leaving.
I shoot him in the back.
Oh.
I duck for cover.
I'll say stop right there, Ghoul. As I requested, deactivate it, please.
How much is it worth to you?
I wish
Absolutely
Marcus was
nothing
here.
except your
I wish
life.
Marcus was here.
I move in between Charlton and the gun arm with my rifle still raised.
Who put the locator on you?
As I said before, I don't know.
I don't believe you.
I feel like Flick
Hey.
would like mumble, "What's it worth to you, Charleston? You piece of shit."
What?
That's actually, I'm walking over to Uncle Ro to sell it right now.
Deactivate it before you cause problems.
No.
I take the shot.
Okay, you're gonna shoot Raya.
I also take the
That
shot.
is that is the most Modi move I've ever heard. I will continue to disobey you, and when you do fire, you don't even shoot my character. So fuck you.
Three sessions in. It only took 3 sessions for him to waylay everything.
What are you
He
talking about?
I'll shoot at him.
Robot, you might be new to this, but I know that you're lying. Who put it on you?
All 4 of you looked at me as I was being repaired, and I believe, if I noticed correctly, 2 of you saw what was being placed on me.
So
Did the-
does Charleston literally keep walking away from us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
The robot's not
Fr-
answering my
Francine-
questions.
Francine, Mr. Rogers, perhaps given the nature of the device, we should go in a different direction. I mean, we know it's a tracking device. I determined that much. I do not want to be tracked. So, if we split the party, which is rule number 1 to do in all groups, I feel like that would be successful in avoiding the tracking mechanism.
All he has to do is tell me why this is on him.
And all I have to do is say, fuck you.
If you guys can't figure out a way to not split the party, I will literally have Charlton just fucking explode.
Whoa, why are you pinning this on me?
How many caps is it gonna be? 20? Who cares?
This? Actually, it would be quite a lot of caps. I genuinely just want to know why it's on him.
Oh
And
my-
I know that he knows.
I'm the only one who noticed it was there and spoke up. Therefore,
Who's the other one who noticed it?
It's off, I don't need this, and I'm just gonna throw it.
Okay, so now that the tracking device arc is over,
I apologize for resorting to violence, but it would have been better off us just deactivating it.
That's,
I mean, I could
your
still go
opinion.
do that. I mean, Charlton's arm is. I mean, his arm is barely stronger than mine.
Is that Hades not being an absolute menace?
yeah, he's pretty mellow right now.
Let's move on.
I don't care.
So did we establish where we are going after leaving the
No.
forge?
We need to go back to
I
Canterbury
gotta talk to
Commons.
this
We
guy
have a
named
person we
Fergus.
have to go get.
Oh, Marcus,
I was-
Marcus, yes, let's go wake him up.
I like pull out a note. I'm like, I have to go talk to this Fergus guy.
Who?
I'm sorry, what? Gazoon type.
Fergus. Let me read this. Wanted. Needed. The wasteland's greatest and most skilled. To deal with the menace the likes of which has never been seen before. Paying 50 caps, those are mine. And the satisfaction of knowing you've helped us all. Come see Fergus in Canterbury Commons.
Well, if the cap's all yours, why don't you just go take care of it?
No. You forgot the part. You guys get the satisfaction of knowing you've helped save them all.
I flash back to Vault 123 shit and say, "Nope, I'm good helping everyone else. I'm good.
And I look over at, in case like the rest of them weren't convinced, I look over at the robot. And you, wasn't the Mechanist plan for you to go spread good and peace and justice?
Yes, and that's
And
why I'm
like-
with you people.
Let's go talk to Fergus.
I don't like that name.
As you guys enter Canterbury Commons, it is, as I said, getting late. Most of the stalls and the public areas are closing up, and people are going to bed and whatnot.
Look, come here.
I feel like this is close enough.
Do you smoke?
But smoke. No. Do you have any idea what that does to the lungs? No, absolutely not. What
Is
a
it
preposterous-
worse Is it worse than radiation from a nuclear bomb hitting you?
But how would I know that?
I also go and grab a
I'm
cigarette
not.
from Charlton.
I'm not offering to you. Fuck off, Raya. Go talk to Fergus.
I still grab it from your pocket.
You bastard. I only have like 10 left. Look, this vault you guys are from. 123, right?
Maybe.
I haven't heard of 123. I know 101.
What is your question?
Where's 123?
Why do you need to know?
I'm a curious man.
I would prefer not to think about 123 again.
Like, you said something about needing to help all your friends back at the vault, right?
That is something that needs to be done, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that kind of commitment.
I understand that maybe, you're nervous about going back to Vault 123, and we don't have to go yet. But maybe we start sending passing caravans, wagons that way, and they make sure that they say that Flick and Frankie sent us this way to help.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
No, do
No,
not.
don't do that.
No, that is a very bad idea. Very, 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 very bad.
What did you do?
Nothing, but
We
don't-
escaped. I mean, nothing.
You
What Francine said.
escaped from Vault 123, huh?
No, I said we did what Francine said. Francine, but maybe you take over.
No, Flick, I want to talk to you.
Francine!
Flick, I'm starting to warm up to you. I could see you as a friend, maybe.
Flick, he's lying
I,
to you.
I thought we already were friends.
I put my
Yeah.
arm around Flick's shoulder and pull him in a bit close.
The second you touch him, he jumps like 5 feet to the left. Because he is not used to physical contact in any way, shape, or form.
We've got to get you used to that. If you
I just,
don't
look
want to
down at
go
my
back
hand.
there, we definitely have to know where it is so we know where to avoid.
Let's just not talk about this right now.
You know
I-
what,
I-
Flick? Let's sleep on it. Let's get you in a bed.
That is the first thing you have ever said that I agree to.
We'll find you a bed, a nice girl,
What?
or
Doesn't talk to girls.
all right, we'll find you a nice boy instead.
Doesn't talk to boys.
Flick, I feel like there's some things you're gonna learn tonight, Flick.
These goals were growing on me. Now I'm not so sure. Let's go.
Well, if Francine doesn't trust you, then I don't trust you.
Where's Captain Rogers? I like his
My most favorite
dialogue.
character.
He just fucking disappeared.
I'm in the middle of town. I'm proclaiming the word of the mechanic. What are you talking about?
Let's go
I
find a bed.
like how you keep changing mechanist to mechanicus.
Raya paid for a room for me and him.
Where did we sleep?
Can't say
We
more than
didn't
one.
sleep
eye in a
anywhere.
row.
We haven't gone to sleep yet.
Right?
What?
I have
It's the same day we arrived in Canterbury
3
Commons.
layers of fatigue.
Give me some fucking caps. God damn it.
Didn't during the last session, Raya already paid for
That's what-
your
that's
rooms
what I thought.
before you left
That's
to the
what I
forge?
thought.
He paid
So I
for a
thought
room
too.
for Charlton and Raya.
I'm
No.
pretty sure he said he paid for everyone.
No, he just
Okay.
said a minute ago that he only paid for us two.
I think
I don't
he's
care what he
lying.
said a minute ago. I care what he said 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
Anyway.
I know that I have X number of caps, and X number of caps only covers Charlton and I.
Listen, then where is Marcus sleeping?
I
I
gave you guys caps anyways.
don't
last
know
session.
where
man.
Marcus is.
For fuck's sake, just go to sleep!
Alright, I gotta
I am-
pay for Flick and Francine's room for the evening. They're gonna be in separate rooms. And I'm gonna lean over to the man.
So help me God, if you send a hooker to my room.
I'm going to send a hooker to his room.
Unfortunately, the mechanist isn't very keen on, prostitution around here. The robots don't really allow that sort of thing, so there's no one around that will take your offer, I'm afraid.
I'm just trying to get this poor man.
Make a speech. There is somebody who might be willing to circumvent the rules.
Someone that no one else would touch.
I must warn you, she's a bit old, and she may be missing a couple limbs. But she'll do it.
I'll just tell him that the lights don't work in his room.
Oh my God, she's missing a couple limbs? That's what you came up with on the spot?
She's beautiful.
Listen,
But you see, I could probably repair those for you. Have you considered prosthetics?
I'm gonna go take the light bulb out of his lamp. Just send her up, okay? Oh, how much for the prostitute?
5 caps.
Fine. Are you trying to rob me?
He doesn't even have our limbs.
She's missing a couple of them. That
Just
means
count-
more than one.
Well,
Her
look,
limb missing.
look. She's taking a big risk doing this. How do you think she lost those limbs? He looks over to the Protectron. It's a risk. And really, she's only gonna get one of those caps. The 4 are, for me.
Fair enough. I respect
Cap.
I like the cut of your jib, mister. We're gonna do the Fallout 3 thing, where Flick is just gonna wake up and all of a sudden a prostitute gets out of his bed. Well rested.
Who?
No, it's extremely well rested.
Extremely well rested.
Oh, why?
Hey,
okay,
Flick.
Okay.
Roll
Door shut.
roll
Okay.
endurance plus survival.
I'm using one
I've heard
AP.
talk of a Protectron
I'm using an
over
AP
in,
to roll an extra dice.
Vegas.
Just you don't give me an STD.
Oh, critical fail.
Fucking damn! My cock just fell off.
Oh my god, he got bloatfly rot.
Flick, you wake up with a strange itching sensation in your nether regions. You've contracted the swamp itch disease.
Oh, goodness.
Oh please, yes! I can't wait to see what Swamp Dick does for me.
No, swamp itch. Swamp
Well,
itch.
Back by-
I've renamed it based on the circumstances. It's Swamp Dick.
Swamp dick.
And you know what? I probably wasn't even fucking awake for any of it.
So, Flick, how was your night, buddy?
Why? What? It was you! You have given me Swamp Dick! Because he has no concept of social behavior. He's just gonna drop trial and be like, look at this! Does this look normal?
Roll for dick size.
Roll for dick size. That's gotta be explosives, right? Yeah, I got Modi! I got him!
Flick's dick is looking awfully moldy today.
Mold? Yeah, who cares what it looks like? How long is it? I got Modi again! And I got Bat Boy. Yes.
The Protectron is going to come over, pull your pants up, and then kick you out of the building for indecent exposure. Not
So,
what?
Seal, did that go just as you thought it would?
No, actually, when I was preparing the session, I didn't think we would spend like 20 minutes talking about Flick's dick.
Why not? What are we doing now, gang?
I don't know, what are you doing now?
Don't you have to go talk to Fergus? Go do that.
So you guys inside the diner, you see a few people hanging around.
Is there a Fergus in here?
You look over to one of the booths, and this this kind of older guy with crazy, unkempt gray hair and a huge beard, drinking a Nuka-Cola, puts up his hand and says, "Hey, that's me over here. You hear about the job, are ya? You interested in doing a good deed?"
I'm interested in the caps. There, and I point and I gesture with my head to the group outside of the diner. They're interested in the good deed.
Have you ever heard of a horrible, disgusting beast known as the Radroach? What if I told you that there was one particular Radroach above all other Radroaches, a horrible creature, 10 feet tall, 20 feet wide if it were an inch, the greatest of all Radroaches, and one of the worst menaces to ever menace the countryside? I've told people here over and over about the dangers of this particular Radroach, and yet, for some reason, nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to old Fergus. I want you to go to where the roach nests and destroy it for the sake of the good people of Canterbury Commons. For you see, I am the only one who can save them by hiring you to save them. I call him Roachor. He's eaten, devoured countless men. He's destroyed entire cities. And I want you to destroy him before he gets to us. I'll pay you 50 caps.
75.
Aye, very well. You're depriving an old man of all his money, but if it destroys Roachor and brings peace and prosperity and all that, I suppose it's worth it. 75 it is.
Let's go kill this Radroach. I should prepare you. It's about 10 to 20 feet wide. And it's a menace.
And it's destroyed cities.
Yeah, we gotta go kill Roachor.
Roachor?
Roach or...
Rorschach.
Roach or what is it?
Did you not hear me? It's a menace of a rad roach, Frankie. A menace. It's killed people and destroyed cities.
Captain Rogers, we're going to kill a rad roach. Do you want to come?
Later.
You guys head over toward the roach lair that Fergus pointed you towards.
Fire away.
Ah.
Showers are totally unnecessary as long as you have purified water.
Yeah, how'd that purify water help your swamp deck?
Whoa! 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 How dare you!
Do I need to go back to one-hitting your other enemies?
Oh, I don't think I'll have to worry about that.
Colby.
The most
Yeah, I'm
noble
killing all the
tradition.
enemies. I'm killing all the enemies the DM throws at me. The DM.
Right.
I am going to try to move up to here and attack motherfucker with my switchblade. Unfortunately,
Daring
sucks
today,
at it.
aren't we?
Yeah, this is the most aggressive maneuver that you have ever seen Flick make.
Very brave of you trying to
It is
kill
not
that
like-
almost dead
Dare
rad
you.
roach.
Don't worry, we're gonna miss. There you go.
Did you-
Last time I did this, I got 2 critical successes, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Excellent
Yeah.
work. You miss.
You only succeed when you're switchblade when you completely disembowel a man.
Don't worry, Francine. I will. You're gonna have to take care of this.
He closes his eyes and just starts swinging her.
Ouchie!
A much, much larger rad roach at this point
Yeah.
emerge from the
That's
the
Roachor.
My god, he's fucking massive. Wow,
Okay.
Captain Rogers, you got really...
I've had Captain Jack Sparrow's quote in my head for about 5 minutes now, where we must embrace the most noble of traditions, where we run the fuck away.
The roach takes 12 damage to the leg, and its right legs are now crippled. The huge hulking roach suddenly kind of flops to one side. Yep, you just cripple its right legs even more. The knot has 2 injuries to its right leg.
Ah, my leg. My leg.
Yeah, so now its left legs are also crippled.
Just falls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't fucking move.
The rad roach just completely crumples to the ground and seems to be unable to move very well on its legs.
Also,
As Flick's turn is approaching, he goes, "Yeah, how's it feel not to be able to move, you son of a bitch? Now watch as I kill your brethren." And I attack the tiny ass rad roach that is
I imagine
insignificant.
I imagine Flick was still like in an epic duel with the normal rad roach and hadn't even noticed the giant one.
I mean,
It's like a
that
giant anime fight,
might
it's like-
be true. Did I actually hit him?
By God, he's done it.
And then I will use the most wise of commands and retreat 50. Yeah, right there. That looks good.
Tactical retreat. 18. No,
On the legs again.
its legs are just completely demolished.
It has lost its knee joint, its ankle joint, and now its hip.
You know, this whole combat sequence reminds me. I'm gonna fumigate.
So you take 3 poison damage and 2 radiation damage. So you take 1 damage.
I was just about to say that. Look at you doing math over there, Seal. I'm proud of you.
It's pretty exhausting, I must say. Roachor is going to
Around with a
use
disco ball.
its little front claws there to drag itself. It's going to use a major action to drag itself over to Charlton.
Oh god, no, what have I done?
And I will have to use the 2 AP that I have to let it make an attack.
That's pretty horrifying.
So
Good
here we
luck,
go.
buddy. I end the big boy's life.
And with that, Captain Rogers fills the roach with laser blasts, and before it can take another swing at Charlton, it falls limp and finally dead.
Limp, just like my motorly dick.
Who all got hit by a roach?
I did.
Charlton,
Yeah.
because you got hit by the biggin. Yours was difficulty 2.
Swamp dick.
Fuck
Swamp
me.
dick. Swamp dick.
You
Swamp.
contract
Swamp dick.
bloodworms. Dice.
Oh my god.
That's awful.
Yep.
And, Charlton, you know what's worse than Swamp Dick? Whatever the fuck you have.
Get away with murdering him? No, not yet.
No. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean not yet? What do you mean? What? I'm surprised of all the words I've ever botched, that's one you guys pick on.
Oh, we pick on more.
Oh, just when I'm not here. I see.
Yes.
That's fair. Fair.
Yes.
My
you're very-
ego appreciates it. Appreciates it.
Hey guys,
You're
remember
very
that
large
time Shane said
and scary.
spatula? Fucking idiot.
Listen, Andromachus. I don't appreciate that.
Andromachus.
Marcus.
Andrew Makis.
Andrew
First name Andrew.
Last name Makis.